Wuzhen Pian in Three Voices, Wuzhen Pian. Three Commentaries on Awakening and Inner Alchemy, the Taoist Inner Alchemy Classics, by Laing Z. Matthews. Part of the Taoist Inner Alchemy Classics, 23 books. Wuzhen Pian in Three Voices is a restored working edition of one of the most influential inner alchemy classics ever written. Composed in tightly coded verse, Wuzhen Pian is not a book that yields to casual reading. Treated as poetry, it becomes decoration. Treated as a shortcut, it becomes self-deception. Read with the right grammar, it becomes a disciplined map of sequence, timing, restraint, and verification. This volume presents Wuzhen Pian through the traditional three commentaries, setting preserved in the Daoist Canon. The root text is Zhang Boduan's Northern Song masterpiece, surrounded by three lineages of explanation that show how practitioners historically read the poems when they were trying to make them usable rather than merely admirable. Instead of burying the reader in modern theory or mystical fog, the book keeps the classic intact and adds what a serious reader actually needs: a faithful translation and a practical, tradition-aware key. The Taoist Inner Alchemy Classics is built on four promises: authentication, originality, loyalty to the tradition, and strict sentence-to-sentence translation, followed by explanation clear enough that a serious newcomer can use it. Authentication means the reader is given a real named source inside the inner alchemy stream, not a modern paraphrase dressed up as ancient wisdom. Originality means the author's pressure points remain visible. The text is not rewritten into inspirational self-help. Loyalty to the tradition means the old architecture is kept intact: nature and life, spirit and qi, virtue and method, restraint and verification. So inner alchemy is not flattened into generic meditation and not sold as superstition. Sentence-to-sentence translation means the claims and cues are preserved without omission or embellishment. The commentary then does the honest job, making the meaning intelligible without rewriting the author. Wuzhen Pian's recurring message is old-fashioned and blunt. The human being has an inner government. Desire, attention, breath, and conduct determine whether that government is stable or corrupted. Real cultivation is verified by outcomes: clearer judgment, steadier nerves, cleaner ethics, less leakage, fewer compulsions, and a mind that can hold still without going dull. The poems return again and again to the same demand. Do not chase experiences, do not force the work, do not skip stages, and do not pretend progress without proof. This edition is designed as a traditional desk book. Return to the same passages. Compare the three commentarial voices. Watch how the tradition repeats itself on purpose: sun and moon, water and fire, dragon and tiger, host and guest, opening and closing, storing and releasing. Those are not literary ornaments. They are operational images meant to train perception and correct timing. The goal is clarity without dilution. Enough guidance to keep the reader oriented, not so much modern chatter that the classic disappears under it. Wuzhen Pian in Three Voices belongs to readers who want the tradition in working order, serious newcomers who need a reliable entry, and experienced practitioners who want a faithful English rendering that preserves the internal logic of the classic while naming the common errors plainly. It is a manual of inner governance and refinement, presented without theatrics, without superstition, and without sentimentalizing the path.